When I think about how the course content connects with our field placement, I specifically think about the first part of our text, when the author was talking about how what students are learning in school around media does not connect with what they're doing outside of the classroom. And I think about it, Yes Philly specifically, some of our students had really big followings on social media platforms such as SoundCloud and YouTube and even Facebook pages and things like that. But those things weren't explicitly talked about in their media classes. The teacher, Mr. Moore, did a really good job at kind of adjusting his media projects as he went to actually involve what the students cared about and what the students were interested in and things like that. But there was definitely a disconnect between a lot of the kind of academic educational things that the teacher, Mr. Moore, was trying to convey and what the students were actually interested in. Both of them were media and both of them were really valid and important, but there was definitely a disconnect, and I saw that was a clear connection between the course material and what I experienced in field. In regards to self-awareness, I like to think that I am mostly self-aware about the biases and the stereotypes that I'm coming into an urban setting with. I think the social work department has really prepared me for that, which is my major. I've gone through a lot of training about dealing with my own biases before I enter a space, as well as classes like YES300, where I've been in urban settings in field placement, specifically urban schools and things like that through 12+. That being said, Yes Philly is definitely a different population of students. It's students 16 to 22 that have been kicked out or pushed out or had to leave for various circumstances, had to leave their public school, and now they entered into Yes Philly to get an accelerated high school diploma. So that being said, I definitely had a bias coming in that maybe these students would be less motivated than other students I've met in the Philadelphia area. I thought that I would have to work harder to get them to want to do projects, or that I had to, pull some of the weight of the project, and that just wasn't true. I kind of understood going in that they would be just as intelligent as other students, but I just thought the motivation level wouldn't be there. But as I went through the 5 or 6 weeks that I was at Yes Philly, I saw that that definitely wasn't true, and that stereotype was false, and that was just a microaggression that I had produced through different things like racism classes and things like that. These students were incredibly motivated, and they tried just as hard, if not harder than other students. They wanted to succeed, but there were just circumstances that were most of the time out of their control that was holding them back in their other school, and Yes Philly just happened to be a better fit for them. When I think about what kind of person I want to be within a community, I definitely want to be a civically engaged person. Whether that is politically or socially or within an